What will happen when the clock strikes midnight? What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard to Bubba's Daily Update and happy Independence Day. Hope you had a great time. And well, we had the Fed minutes today, and the markets initially broke a little bit and then rallied and kind of stayed higher. It was interesting. There was a lot of action early in the morning. Markets were much higher. It broke all the way down and then rallied all the way back to make new highs. But not much going on. All the volume was done by about noon. So we'll see how it plays out. Now, of course, tonight at midnight is when the tariffs go into effect. And my opinion is that all that information has already been priced in. I don't think there's going to be any major push unless it's a surprise that happens. I don't expect any real surprises. So we'll continue to see what's going on here. The grain markets were mixed today. Soybeans continue with nowhere to go. They just can't seem to get up off the deck, and they continue to work their way lower. So we'll see how that all plays out. Corn and wheat corn was actually down a little bit. Wheat was up about 15 cents. So we're not seeing a heck of a lot of action here. And we'll see how this all does play out. We saw the bond market was slightly higher. We've got the jobs tomorrow, so that should have some effect. Gold rallied a little bit again. So that's what we kind of expected. Oil had a major break. It was up, and then it got down to about $1.50 before coming and selling down around $1 or so. We believe the tops are in oil. We believe the tops are in the S&P. 2740 is our spot to take a stab from the short side as we continue. But really, you're not seeing any real action. So this is the very interesting conundrum here. There's no volume, there's no action, so do I really want to get involved? The VIX was lower, and no surprise. We're just kind of drifting into la-la land. So here is what we say is to sit back and observe, watch the markets, look for the action on the jobs number tomorrow. We'll see how that plays out. We'll see if that'll break out some levels. There could be some action overnight. Again, there's going to be people trading overnight depending on what happens. But again, I think that the worst of the news has been priced into the grains. I think the best of the news has been priced into the equities. So I would expect to see equities lower and grains go higher. But we'll see how that indeed does play out at the end of the day. Bitcoin, very quiet day, but is still holding around that 6,600 level. So that looks good. Overall, our black swan event is still in the same. We still think the 10-year is going to 3.5% and the dollar is going to par. So as we start to see those movements come into place, I think that's when you'll start to see some selling. In the meantime, we're not going to get too crazy here. We're going to continue to watch the markets, observe, and wait for our opportunities to step in. Because again, the markets are open 241 days a year. There's no reason to rush into a market if we don't have to. So there's no reason to. Remember, for whom the bell tolls at midnight. We'll see how that plays out. This is Bubba's Daily Update. Todd Bubba Horowitz. And of course, don't forget our high school investing program. That's it. You want to help us out. It's at Patreon, patreon.com/Bubba Trading. And of course, don't forget to catch the Bubba Show every day from 4 to 5 Eastern at LibertyTalk.fm. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you back here on Monday. There will be a Bubba's Bottom Line over the weekend. As always, I thank you. Bubba's Daily Update. We'll see you next.